The reason that it feels like the world is going crazy is because we only really ever hear from the extremes. This applies to everything, from feminism to veganism, to religions, to polyamory, to gender identity, to every topic that you've got in the world. The people that are passionate about it are on the extreme ends of whatever they're talking about. So there's a reason what they're saying seems so far down a path and so far away from where you are, is because they are by definition extreme. That extremeness gives them the passion and the desire to start sharing things out there and globally. Whenever I see some sort of article online or some sort of post or people talking about, oh my God, this group of people are XYZ. Doesn't matter what the group is. It could be from the left or the right or whatever. They're always talking about the extremes of that group and invariably the minority of that group. Here's the problem. If you are in one of those groups, you are being represented externally by these extreme people. Internally, you might know just how you feel. You might know the nuance of your view. You might not be that extreme about it. You might not care what other people think. But if you're not sharing what it's like to be you, if you're not sharing what it's like to be a moderate version of whatever you are, people will assume that you're an extreme version. And they will go, oh, just of course you're sharing that. Of course you're talking about this. And they will apply those stereotypes and those stigmas to you. This is part of the reason why I make it an effort to talk about the reality of mental health, the ups and the downs, what it takes to actually improve, and why I encourage you all to do so yourself, because it's not all bad. It's not all good. It's not all black and white, right? Real life is not able to be put into a 100-word blog post. It's not able to be put into a quick video. There is nuance that we need to discover. So if you are, whatever your identity is, whatever you do, start sharing it, start talking about it, and let's help to reduce and sort of calm the world down. It's like, hey, I've got friends that are vegans. I'm not a vegan, but we can talk about things that aren't veganism, right? Because they're not off the deep end and they don't associate everything in their world to veganism. We can talk about it, and when we realize we're not the same, we don't hate each other. The same things for gender, the same things for politics, the same thing is for everything. We don't have to agree, right? We don't have to hate each other if we don't agree, and most people won't. But like if you've got one view on, say, gun control or drug use or sexuality, and I have a different view, we're probably in the middle. But we might assume the extremes. We might assume that, well, if you believe that you should own a gun, you believe that you're right down here. You're one of those crazy hicks that just want everyone to have a gun and blah. And if you think that you're against gun control, it's like, well, you want the government to take over, and goes down this dystopic universe, right? The reality is that you're probably somewhere in the middle, and you probably have a nuanced opinion. That nuanced opinion is worth sharing because it will show the world that we're not so black and white. There's a real risk. The thing that I'm terrified about most about the future is the breaking down of discourse. There is such a lack of nuanced discussion, of listening to people. There's this feeling that if you disagree, I must scream at you to get you to hear. Well, for one, yeah, it's not going to work. But importantly, no one knows that they're right. You all think you're right, but to presume that you know everything about a particular topic suggests that your learning's done. For me, it's like change my opinion. If you're talking to me about some sort of mental illness or sexuality or religion or diet or whatever it is, I don't know. How can I possibly know? Enlighten me. Let me know. Let's have a discourse. Let's discuss. And if you've got nuanced opinion and you're not of that extreme, even more important, because it suggests that you're pliable. You can change your ideas. You can change your opinions. We need more of that discussion. The world needs more of that discussion, because otherwise we'll feel like everyone's yelling and screaming at each other. No one can talk, and we'll feel like everyone's stupid because unless they agree with us, they must be stupid. That's ridiculous. There's a nuance. Let's explore it, yeah?